Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vinay and we like watching anime. My favorite anime is One Piece, but we react to everything action, horror, comedy, thriller, slice of life, rom-com, deep dark, and bizarre animes as well. And that's what we are continuing today. We are watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We are on part 2, which is Battle Tendency, and we are on episode 22 or episode 13 of part 2. But this is where it gets interesting, guys. Last episode, we seen something crazy, and if you want to check out that episode, the reaction to that episode, as well as all of JoJo and all the other animes that I've been watching, there's a link in the description for this playlist, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. But we are getting there, guys. We are now finally fighting Wamuu. JoJo, when the first time JoJo and Caesar and Lisa, well, there was a Lisa there, but JoJo and Caesar met Wamuu was an overwhelmingly powerful beast. Like, right? Like, at that point, no matter what they did, like, Caesar's bubble launcher actually did help against Wamuu, but Wamuu could control wind, and he was just too powerful for both of them combined. But last, well, couple of episodes earlier, we found out that Caesar had the capability and the powers, let's say, to defeat Wamuu using just his hammer. See, that's how crazy strong they grew over a very short period of time by training under one of the most uh, better coaches, let's say, Lisa, who was trained by Strezo, who apparently we found out is related to, is the child that Granny Erina saved when in part one, in the finale of part one. So she's 50 years old. She doesn't look 50 years old, but she's a great Hamon teacher, and she imparted that knowledge to Jojo, Joseph Joestar, and Caesar. But unfortunately, Caesar met a it's an unlucky end for him because Wamuu is just too. He's a warrior, guys. Like Caesar and Jojo, they are not warriors. I think by in the times that Wamuu was alive, he was a great warrior, recognized by a lot of people. He only served one master. I don't know how that came into picture, how he ended up serving was ACDC and Cars, but ACDC is gone. Cars is fighting, supposed to be fighting one on one with Lisa, and Jojo, who has the antidote, by the way, to the poison that Wamo implanted in him, is still not drinking it because he wants it to be a fair fight and he wants to give that respect to Caesar by defeating Wamuu and then only getting the poison, getting the antidote for the poison that Wamuu had given him. So I thought it was going to be a one-on-one battle, like a straight-on one-on-one fight, but there was some negotiations, and Cars and Wamuu decided to be a like a arena battle with Wamuu having a chariot that even he has to control, same as Jojo that he has to control, but Wamuu has to control it to control the overpowered chariot with his own strength, whereas Jojo can control it with Hamon. At least that's what we saw. Lisa was able to control them. So this is going to be a very interesting fight, and we are going to see some ancient fights techniques, I think. Uh, Apparently, it's not just these two guys. Like Cars and Wamuu are not the only pillar men there. They have converted about 100 men, and I think that applies to these people as well. Where we saw it in part one, where if Dio dies, the rest of them just go like end up dying, and I think that should apply here as well. But it's a one-on-one fight. It's supposed to be a fair fight. So let's get on and see what's happening in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 2, Episode 13 or Episode 22 of just Season 1. So let's find out. All the guys are hyping up. Oh, JoJo is ripped, guys. It's home turf advantage, guys. Yeah, exactly. 960 meters. What? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So are they not fighting Yeah, I thought they were fighting just one on one, but it's a chariot race sort of battle. And then you're supposed to destroy the race, destroy the chariots. Ah, and Wammu is lucky. He gets to fight Caesar and JoJo together, like in one lifetime. Hmm. As always, he thinks out of the box. That's the story. JoJo doesn't fight fair. He also fights a little bit dirty. Alright, let's get started. Of course. Did he not tell you that he was doing it? Fair, fair, yep. Dude. Now, all horses have the same speed, I'm imagining. Will it matter though? He's gonna cheat. The vampire guy is not going to give him the. What? I don't need hammer. I have wind control. The music is intense. Ah. What? He grabbed the epic column. What the hell? And now his chariot's gone. Oh, ho, ho. He's gonna get up. You have to get up on the horse. You have to get up on the horse. That just seems way too easy. How is he even calculating all this stuff? He's not gonna do any of those. Yep. You have to destroy his chariot. Oh, ho, ho. Wow, what a balance. He's not there. Oof. Wow, that's an intense battle. So far, we I thought it was going to be a race, sort of, but it's not. It's like a death match. I don't know what the role of the chariots is though. Like, why do you have to be on the chariot? Maybe it's just a way of mixing things up, adding a little bit of fun in the event. But this could have been just a one-on-one match. There's no need to add a chariot. Maybe this is like an ancient way of how they used to battle in when Wammu and Cars were alive. I don't know, thousands of years ago. But still, I'd say Wammu is a great warrior, guys. Like, this is established by this point now. He's a genius, he's a great warrior. But even the greatest of warriors falls to the mighty, let's say, wit of JoJo. I like this JoJo because he does not succumb to traditional fighting, fair fighting rules or something like that. Like you see in part one, Jonathan was like a righteous person, like an honest person. He wanted everything to be fair. He wanted it to be like one on one, and not everybody should get damaged, or not willing to sacrifice stuff and other things like that. But I think this JoJo is much more cunning, right? And that's what makes him more interesting to watch. Like, he already starts to mess up with his opponent before the match has even begun. And then, now that he's got the hammer, and Wamuu has played this trick that he knows works against, I think, plenty of opponents back in the day, and he knows that most of the times, and I think that's how he calculated that most of the times, if he does this thing, 90% of chance that he's going to get run over, and the other people won't be able to do anything. Whereas either they'll duck left or duck right, but that doesn't matter because Wamuu is able to control wind, and he can probably manipulate a little bit like of his own chariot and his own body, and either he sends his chariot to that way and he himself goes to the right. So it's doesn't matter where you go, it's going to be ending up hurting you. But not Jojo. He doesn't like those options are for normal people. Jojo is not a normal person. He knows how to use Hamun as well. So and he's cunning, and we know that he's always finds a different way. That's how he won technically against Scars. If you saw the fight, Jojo versus Scars, and that's how he went. He went on straight ahead fighting, straight ahead onto the horses, and used I don't know how he's able to pull this off. Maybe he's a genius by himself as well. I don't know if he's a fighting genius, but he's still a crazy genius. And now he is balancing himself on a horse on the same chariot, where Wamuu is. I don't know, we don't know where Wamuu is. And in all fairness, I did not think Wamuu would be going for the entire pillar. It's in their name. They're called pillarmen for a reason. It's definitely like, how could we not see this? Uh, okay, let's continue the fight, guys. What? Fish. Now what? Are you gonna destroy the horses? I don't think Wamuu is fully in that. Is it Divine Sandstorm? Ooh. I hope JoJo has a plan. Oh, oh no. Strange master, always naked. No, I think something's up. Surely JoJo cannot die like that. Hmm. Yep. Nice. Oh, did he damage them? What did he do? Nah, nah, nah.
まともまともに食らったと見せかけるほどジョジョは抜け目ない。
That was his
ど
plan.
うしようもない天才イカサマしということ。
Trickery.
褒めていいのかどうかわからない。ワムーの胴のあたりを見るといいわ。もしや奴は手綱をワムーの両腕に絡ませて波紋を流したのか。神綱嵐の威力は封じられていた。
Damn! Guys, that's amazing! I don't fake it. I think he's faking it. What's the next weapon? So fragile. What's the next weapon? Crossbows. Okay. Think small bow should do. Oh, I've been calling JoJo the genius of crazy, and Lisa just mentioned it in a much more sound way, let's say, genius of trickery. I'd still say genius of crazy makes more sense because he is crazy. Like tricks, yes, but that's part of his craziness. Like he does more than just trick, more than just trickery when he's fighting or even when he's not fighting. He, like we've seen this throughout the whole season, right, at this point. JoJo is just crazy psycho in his head. Like he thinks way out of the box. I'd still say the genius of crazy. But oh man, I did not think of that. JoJo is just I don't know how he has this innate ability to just grasp the situation and put it to his use. Like he knew they was on the horses. He knew Wammu would have to get both his hands out of the horse to hit the divine sandstorm. And he also knew that these horses were being controlled by a rain. How did he even see all this stuff in the picture and literally on the spot, maybe on the spot, maybe not on the spot, but made it up so that the reins would grab his arms and he hits them with his hamon, and that damages Wammu. Like it substantially reduces the amount of damage JoJo takes on. So at this point, I think JoJo, well, of course, JoJo is going to win, but I think JoJo is going to win much more easily than how I planned it to, than I thought it to be. And I don't think Wammu's confidence is destroyed. I think Wammu is not that sort of warrior who takes pride in his wins. You get me? I think he is a like we've seen his fight against Caesar now. We've seen his fight previously before against JoJo and Caesar combined. I don't think he's the sort of warrior who praises himself or has this ego. I think he's just a warrior, and that's why he's a genius warrior. I don't know what sort of situation the bows at, like the bows will gives a situation a rise to, but I think JoJo needs the small bow. Whether both of them needs a small bow, because long bow will just be much more powerful and it has a metal ball. So if you hit that with Hamon with JoJo with on Wammu in his head, that's how he's gonna die. I think, but we don't know. I It's crazy to think that I've seen all this stuff and I still find it hard to believe that I don't know what's going to happen. So, guys, let me know what you think when you first saw this anime. I don't think she cares.
ワムが真の格闘者だからな。
Yeah, he's a true warrior.
スポーツ選手にはスイッチングウィンバックと呼ばれる精神回復法がある。絶対的なピンチに追い込まれた時、ショックや失敗、恐怖をスイッチをひねるように心の隅に追いやって闘志だけを引き出す方法である。
Oh,
ショックが強いほど特別な儀式が必要となるが、ワムーのスイッチは
what is this? What?
なんだ？あいつは何をしてる
Did he just made himself blind?
自らの目を
What?
生地目が見えたから視力に頼っていたからやつ今日疲れた。これからはこの角で明かりなくして風だけで物を見よう。
Whoa.
潰して心のスイッチを切り替えた。ワムーにはもはや精神上の弱点はない。そしてワムーはあの触覚で風を感じ
Nah, that's going to be his downfall.
風を見るのだ。だからどうなってんだよ。
Yeah, that's going to be his downfall.
俺たちはシーザーを失っている。それに比べりゃてめえの目玉ぐらいくだらねえぜ。
There you go. JoJo also has the right mindset.
聞くことが当然じゃ。
Both of them. Oh, come on. I thought he's gonna take the smaller one.
確かに威力はあるよな。威力はね。
But he also needs a lot of power to just draw that thing, yeah.
硬い。俺の力でこの剣を引けるのか。欲張り者めが。普通のボウガンでもガスを使って引っ張るほど剣が硬いのによ。欲張り者はそうするのはこの戦い。
Come on. This is the point where he should be using Hamon.
最初の一球で風を使う。
Oh.
今ので間合いをつかんだ。次で必ず仕留める。やばい。どうやってこのボウガンを引くか。
You have to use the energy of the ball to load your own weapon. That's the only way I see out of this. Oh, he did something.
やはりな。この火炎の熱風で奴の角は俺の位置が分かりにくくなっているんだ。
Nice, nice. He is always thinking.
甘いな。あのワムーの前では。おい、何をしているんだワムースコは。火炎を背にしてこっちを向いたぞ。
What?
ジョジョの位置は常にワムーの対象天井で、しかも炎のそば。つまり逆に位置を教えているようなもの。
アイアンボールを反射させてビリヤードのように狙撃するつもり。
Oh. Oh, he was able to draw it. You still have to pick up the weapon and then fire.
調べていたのだ。貴様をうまく仕留められる壁の位置をな。
If you can't breathe, you can't use Hamon.
口から血を吐いたところを見ると内臓をかなり痛めたな。とどめをワム。ただしそのジョジョ、あくまで抜け目のない男。用心して近づけ。
Wow. If any athletes somehow stumbled up at this video, right, and you watch JoJo, is this true? In terms of any like fighting or any championship or any sport in general, do you think that like I don't relate to this, but do you think just like Wammu, there is a switch that you flip in the need of the moment where you're like, oh, like you have to blank out and literally focus on one thing to win it. That's all there is. I like Wammu is a supernatural being. He's a pillar man, and he literally can heal his wounds and has ability to control the wind. So for him, losing his eyes is nothing. Like literally nothing. I don't think that even made sense. Like he could just close his eyes and that would have been fine. But he chose a more painful way to signify the sacrifice that he's making and flip the switch. In all fairness, like good job to Wammu. But and he was able to hit his target in just 2 balls. Like I seriously thought JoJo was going to choose this shorter bow because it's just you don't have that much of a range in this. What is it? What 700 something meters they said, right? And you can turn it in 1 minute. The horses can turn it in 1 minute, so it's just about speed. So you have to be close to your opponent. Wammu, oh, Oh my God, now I get it. Imagine if Wamuu had gotten the longbow and then well, he's insanely strong, so he would have been able to draw the bow like easily. Imagine if that had hit JoJo. That would be instant death. This is just organ damage at this point, but that would have been instant effing death, guys. So maybe JoJo did pick the right one. Maybe he knew that if he let Wamuu pick the longbow, he would have been just killed immediately. And like his horse just died with one shot. Like that's how strong Wamoo's just aim. That's how accurate his aim is, and that how strong the balls are. So for JoJo to survive that, hey, hats off there itself. But he still was able to draw the bow, and we don't know how that's going to happen. Like how this fight's going to end. I think it's closing to the end, but and I think his not having the ability of his eyes is going to be a slight downfall for Wamuu. Maybe Jojo is going to be like play with his ability to see wind or something like that. I just think that way. There's no way we are losing Jojo. The show is called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like it's not going to end anytime soon. We might lose Lisa, and I think we might. I'm just saying, like at this point in the first part, literally the only person that I know survived was Jojo. Well, not Jojo, Erina and Speedwagon. So there's two people that were close to Jojo. Rest everybody were just dead. So I'm not sure if Lisa will survive against Cars because he can control effing light, and it was a hard match for Jojo against Cars itself. So and he's the master and he's the intelligent one. So how is that going to happen? I don't know, but surely we know that Jojo is going to win here. It's just a matter of how.
どうかの剣が地面に落ちた時、
Yeah.
はまったぞ。悟られてはまずい。この位置では奴を倒せねえ。もっとそばへ。
No, Wamo is aware of him now. He still has the power to do Divine Sandstorm. Oh.
惜しい惜しい。弾はとんでもない方向に飛んでっちまったな。最後の最後まで諦めず攻撃したのは褒めてやるべき。行くぞジョジョ。来るな。俺に近づくんじゃねえ。来るな。近づかないでくれ。お願いだ。助けてくれ。
That's pathetic.
貴様。なんであいつ腰を投げつけ始めたぜ。負け犬だぜミッドネ。
Yeah. But we've known JoJo doesn't do that. Ah! Oh, that's a distraction so that he doesn't send the ball. Oh! Ho, ho. Where did he shoot it?
静まり返っていた。もう誰も声を上げなかった。
Is that it?
うめき声すら上げなかった。嘲笑うハロウィンカボチャの口穴のようにがっぽり開いていた。アイアンボールは微量ながら波紋を帯びていたのだ。傷口は溶け始めていた。両腕の波紋症もさらに悪化した。もう神綱嵐は封じられたのだ。
Get up, get up, get up. Oh. Oh. Nice. He anticipated that as well. And he's not the one to play the games. 12,000 years. no.
風がまだワムの方へ乗っていく。そして我が風のファイナルモード。ファイナルモード、まさか。やめろワム、それだけはやめるのだ。風が胸の管へ。ファイナルモードコンペッサ。
Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Literally at the end. Oh, I did not expect that fight to not end. I thought that was going to be the end, but apparently no. They like to leave us at cliffhangers and just think about what might have happened going forward. But apparently that was his final mode. So I'm thinking it's something like Getsuga Tensho. Am I? Does that even make sense? The final Getsuga Tensho where he has to, like, it's his strongest attack, but like loses all his abilities and powers. But hopefully JoJo survives this. But man, JoJo is not a weak man. He is strong, he's cunning, and he's also aware of everything that's happening. He used the same attack that Wamuu used, and he even distracted him with rocks so that he cannot sense what's going to come and hit him. And that was a way much more powerful. Like it went straight through the strong body of Wamuu. That's why he said like, "Oh, this body is in such a sorry state." Like crazy, crazy for JoJo to be able to do that, and he pulled it off so easily. See, JoJo is, I think he's the kind of person who grows or who, let's say, sees stuff once and then knows instinctively how to use it. He's done that multiple times so far. He still hasn't been able to use a bubble launcher, and maybe I think he should have learned how to use this because if he had, that would have been a weapon that he also has with him. But let's just say that's a special ability for Caesar, and JoJo has his own abilities, which is being cunning and trickery and lots of other stuff. So nothing wrong with that. Fine, fine. I I I, I really did thought that, hey, what about those stuff, that windpipes that come out of Wamuu when he's outside and he can just travel through sun like it's nothing? Has he doesn't seem to be using it. Something has to be, like, he has to be hiding something. But apparently that was his final move, final mode, and well, yeah, he's using it now. So we don't know what's going to happen. And he also has JoJo pinned down with his hands that he shot at him, guys. It's already unfair that JoJo, a human who just knows how to use Hamon, is battling a supernatural pillar man who's been alive for the last 12,000 years, mastering God knows how many techniques and the ability to control wind. On top of that, he has his own arena. He has his own fans, let's say, and he even knows the format of the game before. JoJo is stepping into this for the first time in his life, so it was already a very unfair fight, and JoJo is still holding up his own even when he's poisoned. So I don't know, guys. If JoJo doesn't survive this, which is not going to happen anyway, but I would understand. You have to understand how difficult this fight is for somebody like JoJo against a great warrior like Wamuu. And JoJo is still holding up his own, even winning for that matter. And if he doesn't win this, I don't know how Lisa is going to be able to defeat Cars. But so that's just not happening. So JoJo has to be alive, and the winning condition for Wamuu right now is just to defeat JoJo. Whereas the winning condition for JoJo is to defeat Wamuu, see the fight against Lisa, recover until then, and I don't know. Do you really think Lisa is going to be able to defeat Cars? I don't think so. But he also has to be ready for fight against Cars and all the 100 men that are there, the 100 vampires, let's say, that are there or fighting against him. So it's clearly a very, very, very unfair situation for JoJo. And we're going to find out what happens in the next episode. So let me know what you think about this episode, everything in the comments. Is there anything that I missed? Something that I might have spoken that is, I was like, that doesn't make sense. Maybe something that you noticed that I did not see as well. So let me know all about that in the comments, and we'll see for the next one when Wamuu is finally defeated, hopefully. Until then, bye bye.